Hello and welcome. It is 7 o'clock on a Tuesday night, and you don't know how much hard work it was focusing on that date and time after a bank holiday Monday. I don't know where I am, but I do believe it is Tuesday. I do believe it's 7 o'clock, and it is time for Untold Chronicles Masked. Thank you very much for jumping in and joining us for our early 3 hour stream. Very much looking forward to this one. Tis episode 6, Chasing the Dragon. And let us go live and see if the technology is working, because I haven't even had a chance to double check that. That looks all good. So, first of all, thank yous. Want to say thank you to everybody that's in chat, whether you are live with us now or whether you are watching video on demand or YouTube. The YouTube stuff should go up about 24 hours after this stream, so watch out for that. And thank you to our players for joining us again. Without them, there would be no stream, so that's very good. And as a reminder to both chat and players, we'll still be integrating that interactive chat, so feel free to use your Twitch subs to give people hat points, heroic action points, which are D20 rerolls, donate, etc., etc., etc. Also, we need to say a big thank you to Hero Forge. Many of the character images are designed using Hero Forge, a wonderful way to create your own custom miniatures, get them 3D printed. You can find them at www.heroforge.com. Please note that anything mentioned on the stream may not represent the view or beliefs of Hero Forge, a Cayxl Studios LLC product. As I always say, check them out. They are super awesome and very generous to allow us to use the images, which you just can custom design both creatures and characters. It's absolutely wonderful. So a big shout out to them. Please go and have a look, and if you can, support them. Right, so straight onto it. Episode 6. Who would have thought we got this far?
Me.
Yeah, of
Still
course you did.
alive.
It's good. It's good. What a roller coaster ride it has been, from initially each individually waking up and realizing they had somewhat become change cursed, trying to uncover who or what has done this to them and how to do something with them. They've got entangled with shenanigans, politics, and the like within the smoke itself, put on a job by one of the John Does. They have been investigating a plague, a sickness, the red berry blight, counted multiple characters of Slickside and the Squalor, and they have now found themselves in the Slippery Eel, a squalor pub in the Cheapside district, an area that is a no-go zone even to the peelers, the police of the smoke. They are there following up their investigations, trying to hunt down a person of interest called Herbert East, responsible for dumping Hatters Guild toxic waste down a shaft into the sewers and causing some quite nasty mutated creatures that were spreading this sickness. They have met many people on the way in and have managed to, in many ways, get an into the pub. This is gang territory of the Cheapside gang, and they found themselves now in the Slippery Eel itself. That's okay. I'm trying to call this up, but as you can tell, there we go. The Slippery Eel. They have brought themselves a drink. They have company at the moment. They have an individual called Nellie Nottle, who they rescued from some kind of almost feeble-minded stupor. They got the in from an individual called, I'll move it across here because I think it's up here, Levi Mackenzie, who runs the pit fighting um, on the upstairs floor of the inn. and they have heard a call to arms. There seems to be some kind of anticipation as another fight is about to start upstairs, and you hear the Cheapside sloggers sort of start laughing and start talking about, I bet it's going to cost him an arm and a leg this time. And that is your update. I don't think I've missed anything out. Is there anything you want to add, my wonderful players? I suppose I better introduce you first. Wonderful players, let me introduce you. Clay, who are you?
I'm the one you've gone and forgotten about, obviously.
No, I forgot about
Along with
all
all
of
the
you.
rest of us. It's
Yeah,
true, yeah.
don't take it personally.
All
Oh,
If
we're
it
right.
all in
carry
the same
if it
now, by the way.
if it carries on like yesterday's stream, I will have forgotten all the rules by the end of the game. So yeah, you'll be able to. It'll be a cakewalk for you.
It's fine. I hear that reading and doing maths is not required for this, so
No.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, so less of the sass, all of you. And Clay, who are you?
Sorry, I am Stuart or Brooks729. As has just been mentioned in chat, apparently I'm the one with the smooth voice, which I'm
Oh,
definitely happy with.
oh.
Dude, is that my husband coming on to you? What is this?
If your husband wants to come on to me, then
I mean, I think he's being kind. I think you
Just
can
wait till you
kind of
find out.
sort of flip that, and I think what he means by the smooth voice is maybe a face for radio. And with that, we
I
will
love
move
you, Andy.
to Cayxl.
I am Becca. I play Cayxl, the disaster artificer, whipper up of wondrous items, forger of friendships, and making third-degree burns sexy since 2020.
I mean, wow. I meant who are you actually, but you've obviously method acted yourself into the character, so that's all we really need to know. And we move to Talita after six episodes. I've actually got your name right.
Finally, it's taken
Finally.
a while. Hi, I'm Tom. I play Talita, the full-blooded orc paladin, Oath of Redemption, who is struggling to come to terms with his new reality.
Perfect. And then last but not least, Baccan.
Yes, hello, I am Jack. I don't actually know what my name is in Discord, but I do play Baccan and sometimes Artemis. Sometimes you play Artemis, Andy.
Yep.
An Asimar ranger who has just got a lovely new hat.
Very nice. Absolutely. Jack plays, I don't want to say too many of my games, but so many games that his handle on Discord changes on a daily basis. And I very much appreciate it. Okay, so serious question. Is there anything that you think I missed out? I mean, obviously, Cayxl, you have got the golden tab, for instance. But I'm talking more sort of generally at the moment. Lots have happened over the last 6 episodes, but I think that is quite a good summary of exactly where you are currently.
You missed out my +3 mithril crossbow.
Yeah, in your dreams.
The only thing I might add is that Nellie is with us and she's looking for her sister.
Yeah, that's right.
And we've kind of agreed to help her.
Yeah, some of you anyway. I think Cayxl was getting a little bit frustrated with all of the.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Perfect. So you find yourself sitting around the table in the slippery eel. Some of you participated in some of the eels, jellied eels that are sold here. It's a delicacy. And to be perfectly honest, regardless of the state of this establishment and the rough types that are here, they are undoubtedly the very best within the smoke, if not across the entirety of the known world. You've had yourselves a few drinks as well, and you hear this. You see that some people begin to make their way upstairs. Some of the others are deep in their cups and have seen this many times before. You hear the floorboards of the upper floor begin to creak. They're all taking these stairs here upstairs. There doesn't seem to be any kind of entry fee or any kind of bouncers trying to stop people go upstairs. But of course, it is completely up to you what you want to do next, and we'll open the scene, sharing this record just in case you need it, with you now. So the camera pans down. What would you like to do?
Want to go see what the ruckus is?
Yeah, be for the best, won't it?
Might as
Lord.
well. Can't hear myself think.
Might find something out.
Lead the way, big man.
Okay. I'll
Shelton would stomp his way over to the stairs.
yeah, no worries. I'll get you up to the stairs. No problem. When I can actually get my. It's all going wrong. All going wrong already.
Sounds like a lie.
Yeah, that is better. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to whop you up the stairs because you go to the next map. Nelly comes up with you. So you should now, because it's technically the same map being shared, you can see the stairs that you've just come up here, and you come here. Chalked on the floor is a ring that is indicated there by the light blue square. So sorry, circle. That is a circle, not a square. And you see that Levi, a familiar figure, is here. Next to him is one of the devil dogs, but within the circle is another creature, a strange looking sort of bird, lizard type creature. There we go. I will share it with you.
That looks friendly.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's not big. It's a kind of small size, the size of a small dog, and it's kind of pecking around at the moment. It looks mean. It looks aggressive, and you can see that everybody's kind of getting excited about it. Do any of you recognise the creature? In character,
I
of
don't know,
course.
Andy. Do we recognise?
Question,
How-
yeah.
Yeah, how
I was gonna
common are
say,
these?
Do we recognise?
They are uncommon. So I mean, if you want to give me nature rolls, you can give me them. They're not indigenous to the smoke itself.
Why do I have this? Am I still poisoned?
I thought I cured your poison.
Yeah, you might be poisoned on the combat tracker. We can double check that. I'll just call up the combat
Believe
tracker now.
I am.
Yeah, I can remove that for you.
Thank you.
With so many tokens on my fancy
Yeah.
grounds, everything is running. I just have to take it a little easier. So yeah, wow,
No.
wow. Even if we take your 6, rather than the natural one, no, you've kind of you're unsure what on earth this thing is.
Is that a bird?
We're just here in the background. Na, 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 na.
It doesn't look like a bird.
Levi kind of says, "No, it's no bird. It's we like to do cockfighting here, and this is one hell of a cock."
Oh,
You
you'll
go.
fit right in around here then, Claire, won't you?
I mean, it is open, the circle, if you want, but we're someone's being brought in, someone that deserves a little bit of a lesson. You know what I mean?
Wait, you're gonna make a person fight that thing?
Yeah. You can bet if you want. It's really exciting.
Oh God, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. You see, I mean, some of the cheapside sloggers like to have a go for a bit of money, a bit of sport. But we use it. It was the boss's. It was the boss's idea, really, and boy, does it work. You see, this thing, it's got a poisonous bite of sorts, and what it does is that.
Poisoned you, I'd have guessed.
Yeah, that's good, but it's a different kind of poison. It basically it will turn you to stone. Stoned. Yeah, you're gonna get stoned with a cock. I mean, that's one hell of a night, is it not? But But see, what we do then is that anybody that speaks bad or doesn't pay their debts to the sloggers and to the boss, well, what we do is we get one of their family members and we get them to fight it. And quite often it gives them a chance. The boss is nothing but fair. But it gives them a chance, and if they beat it, then debts are cleared, slights forgiven. But if they don't forget it, they get turned to stone, which you think might be a little bit harsh. But the good news is it only lasts for an hour. I think it might be longer than an hour. He says, kind of trying to count on his fingers as the GM rapidly looks at the things. No, a day. Well, what nonsense I am. I've had too much to drink. It lasts for a day, and then they come back right as rain.
It's not kids in that are fighting, though, is it?
Well, it depends.
Why don't they do it themselves?
It
fight?
depends. I mean, it's only small. Well, that's a good question, you see, because it's not about punishing those that have. Well, it is about punishing those, but I mean, you get turned to stone for a day. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but no, a family member gets turned to stone for a day. That's bad, and obviously there's a fee to pay as well. Do you know what that fee might be?
No.
Well, it's a arm and a leg, isn't it? So when they're stone, what we do is we smash an arm and we smash a leg, and then in 24 hours, as the family members watch, they come back all fleshy and bleeding, missing their arm and a leg. Not a lot of people slight or default on the bosses because of this. Not a lot of people do. You can see why, can't you? Works very well.
Oh, I can see why.
Yeah.
This is absolutely horrifying.
Good, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
no longer enthusiastic.
Why
Well-
are we here again?
Well,
East.
I mean, you can bet on it. We've got an example, really. We've got a lad coming up in a minute. He's being just brought up from from below, and
What did he do?
oh, he didn't do anything. That's the point. It's his father. His father took out some a loan, and well, he didn't pay it back, and we just can't have that happening now, can we?
How much was the loan?
Well, it was a fair amount. It was just I'm not so good with my numbers. Yeah, it was close to about 80.
80.
Oh, 80 silver.
Is that all?
Oh,
You're gonna take this
Oh.
poor person's arm and leg over 80 silver?
Ah, it's
I'll
not.
pay.
It's not
Let the
about.
boy go.
It's not about the money, is it? It's about you start making sure that people get away with it's only this, it's only that. It's not the point, is it? It's not the point.
Well, and throw the dad in the ring, not the boy.
That's not the point either. I mean, the lad maybe would be upset seeing his father come back into flesh, missing an arm and a leg, and scream. Or when they scream, it is it's upsetting. It really gets you to it is but yes.
Yeah, it's safe to say I'm upset.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm afraid you can't pay the money. It's a done deal, as it were, sort of thing, really. Done deal.
I'm with
You
you,
know-
Talita.
Then I'll fight instead of the boy.
Ah, that's brave of you. I'm gonna have to speak to the boss about that, but
Yeah, you speak to the boss.
I don't think that'll be a problem, actually. I mean, normally we Yeah, just give us a moment. And he boom 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 walks
You
around here, goes down
you
the
sure
stairs.
about this, Talita?
I'm not letting a boy go in the ring for his father's crimes.
For some reason, I'm getting an awfully severe inkling that I might want to magic missile that guy's tits off.
Well, I wouldn't disagree, but
You are
you know, if we start something, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah, we're massively outnumbered here.
Talita, get your weapon out a second. Let's have a look at it.
Yeah,
I get my
your weapon
Warhammer out.
Talita.
For the lads, come on.
Yeah, I get my Warhammer out.
Is it
Clay
glow?
Clay reaches over and touches it and
Yeah, of course
says
he
a few
does.
words.
you are
20
terrible,
We've got 20
terrible
minutes.
people.
It's no, it doesn't need 20 minutes. It's a bonus action.
Shut up!
Grasps the shaft.
And, cast magic weapon on it.
Okay, I'm
Has a
sure.
little glow for a moment.
I think you can do that in do that, can't you? So that's fine.
Well, I'd be surprised if you can't do that in Tasha's.
Yeah, no, yeah, Tasha's is amazing. What I mean is you can apply it.
I can do that.
That's
Yes.
what I mean.
Big weapon, inverted commas around weapon.
Yeah. So time passes. You get the impression he's not just gone down to the lower part of the tavern. I mean, you'd expect a couple of minutes, but it's a lot longer than that. It's getting closer to sort of 5-10 minutes, and the sloggers aren't really particularly sort of interested or worried. They don't think anything's sort of happening, and they're kind of excited and stuff. But that's pretty much it. And then around about 15 minutes later, he sort of comes back up the stairs, and he's fairly out of breath, indicating that he's kind of run all the way there and run all the way back, and it's been a distance. He says, yeah. He says it's not a problem. It's not a problem. He says though that there will be a fee to pay if you lose to this creature and you become stone. He wants your arm and a leg.
Fine.
Yeah, okay. You're a fool if you don't know what you're saying. Yeah. Crimes need to be paid for. It's quite simple, really. You just get into the ring and you indicate when it's ready, and I'll give the special whistle. And you have to stay in the ring. You have to stay in the ring.
Don't worry, Talita. If he does knock your arm and your leg off, I've got mending.
Just glue him back on.
Precisely.
Levi laughs. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that been tried before. It's hilarious. Hilarious.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so you
It's
stand
not
into
going to
there.
need to happen because you are going to win.
Go on, big man.
Okay, so this is interesting. I'm going to have to. You give us an initiative roll. I'm going to have to roll initiative for absolutely everything.
Roll initiative for his weapon.
You've got an 8, and you'll be pleased to know that
Not very good, Talita.
Cockatrice number 1 has got a 10. It could well be all over before it starts. Okay, so
This looks like it's going to go before you, Talita. Watch out.
yeah,
Well, you
Levi.
gotta give a show in these situations, you know.
Use that Warhammer a bit.
Levi gives a sharp whistle, and this thing was sort of pecking and looking aggressive, and then it just flares up its wings, which are kind of twisted, and there's kind of bits of feather and bits of scale on it. It is truly hideous. Just leaps forward. It knows what it's been trained to do. And this is a killer crocodile. This is one that has been designed to go for the neck, and it just leaps up and it starts trying to peck at your eyes. You'd be pleased to know. And we
Oh, yeah.
will target you. It's going on 10, and then we will have its single attack.
Oh, wow. What are you doing?
That's the risk that you try there.
Oh dear, it's a critical hit. The good news is that it still does its normal damage, which is 2d. Well, it's 1d4 doubled to 2. The awkward thing is that you now have to do this.
Oh,
Oh God.
Okay.
It's over. It's
Good
over.
start.
Let me just read the rules of this, just in case. I don't think it is like Flesh to Stone. On a failed save, the creature begins to turn to stone and is restrained. It must repeat the saving throw at the end of the next turn. On a success, the spell ends. On a failure, the creature is petrified for 24 hours, and it will cost you an arm and a
Ooh.
leg. So,
Talita,
Miss
don't turn to stone.
Miss Blackthorn would like to give Talita a heroic action point.
that is very generous of you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Doesn't force me to do a reroll, but with that, because it is your saving throw, if you wanted to use that hap immediately, then you could re-roll the save, because whilst I did it, it is actually your saving throw, if you see what I mean.
I will carry the fail for the moment.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this is so. I'm going to apply the effect of restrained upon you. So you are finding yourself, and it's hideous, kind of sort of your skin. You see it going grayscale and beginning to literally turn to stone. This thing on you pecking at your face. And we move to you, Talita, at 8. None of the other people. They're all kind of betting now. Some people actually bet that you were going to win, Talita. I mean, you are looking, like a fighter. And
I will cast Bless on myself.
wow, that's good. Yeah. He's he doesn't care. He's like he calls down divine favor. How does this function? What's the visual cinematic? As this thing is pecking at your face, and rather than try and rip it off or hit it, you call down this divine power. How does it look?
It's an apology to the cockatrice. It's me readying Warhammer and shield and saying,
Oh, I'm sorry, little one. This isn't your fault.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay, there is a moment that the cockatrice kind of, time itself slows down as the cockatrice meets your eyes in genuine confusion of what on earth. Normally, people are screaming or panicking or trying to rip it apart at this moment, and you're just speaking gently to it. And then you hear another sharp whistle, and it goes for the eyes again.
did you say I get a save at the end of my turn?
That is a good question. Like I said, need to know the rules. On a failed save, the creature begins to turn stone and restrained. It must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn. Yes. Do you want me to do it, or would you like to make that roll?
I don't know. What is it? Constitution?
It's Constitution saving throw.
Then I will make a con save.
Yeah, no worries. Lovely.
And now I will use my reroll.
Yes. Wow. So you
So-
can re-roll it. You still get the bless on this.
So shall I keep the 2 for Bless, or shall I just reroll the con?
I will let you choose.
I'll reroll the con.
Yeah. An 18 is easily.
Thank you, Miss Blackthorn.
Yes, and you stop turning to stone. There is no immunity to this effect, though, I'd like to point out. You're not immune for 24 hours from this effect. What will happen here is I need to release you from being restrained, so it doesn't get advantage on its attacks. and then it is just going to attack you again. It misses, unless anybody in chat wants to give the GM a read. No, it's okay. So it misses you.
Nobody
Confused, it starts pecking at you, but you're ready for it now. It's savage attack, and we move to you. Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to target it for you? Because the combat tracker and everything. I know you've got it.
I'm good.
Perfect. Yeah, that's all good.
I have just a sad look on my face, and I tried to hit it with my warhammer.
Okay.
It is a case of I have to beat it, right? I don't just have to last in the ring for an amount of time.
No. I mean, you have to kill this thing. This is brutal. They're not messing here.
Oh, that's just damage. Nope, try that again. Oh well, I hit.
Well,
Anyway.
it's important. It is important because we're using the new rules. So, 23 is 10 more than its hit points, so that counts to critical hit. So you've done the 6 points, but roll another dice and we'll add that to it.
Well, in that case, I will smite it.
When paladins crit,
Yeah.
things explode. That's absolutely fine as well.
So that'll be 48 and an extra.
Oh, cripes.
Oh, it's an extra D8. There we go. Here you go.
So that's an extra 21 points of damage.
Yeah.
There's this nice apology to it, and then you obliterate it.
that is amazing. Okay, so with my mathematics, I make that a total of 27, which people in chat, because they're seeing behind the screen, is exactly 27 hit points.
You just one-hit it.
Yeah, but because you killed it in a single shot, how do you want to do this? It is gone.
I think it's almost the intent is to be as efficient as possible, so that it doesn't feel any pain. So it's a hit.
Warhammer's the perfect weapon for that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hit to the head.
Yeah.
And then it's just a really focused like beam of light that just kind of turns its skull to ash.
Yeah. Everybody is silent first, and then they start laughing and cheering. They've never seen such a display as that. Coin changes hands, and it seems that everybody's happy. Levi goes, "Bugger me! That was. I mean, you were lost. It was you were getting stoned, and then all of a sudden, in a hair's breadth, a heartbeat, boom, boom. That was brilliant.
He had Vulcan's blessing.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
What did magic weapon do?
Yeah.
Magic weapon would have added 1 extra point on.
Yeah.
Nice.
An extra D8. I think it's extra weapon damage, isn't it?
It's 1 extra damage and 1 extra on the attack. It basically makes your weapon a +1.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah. Debt paid, he said. Boss will let him free. I mean, the good thing about a boss is he's always good to his word.
Well, that's good, at least.
I'll approach you, Talita, in the ring and go, "Don't ever do that again." Oh,
Oh, did I have you worried?
yeah, and it's not a good look for me.
Well, it's nice to survive a fight without falling on the floor at least once, you know.
Well, you do that a lot.
Now, do you think we need to talk to the boss?
I think we've gone in now. We're you, aren't you? You can go flex your muscles and, the killer of the cockatrice, and see if you can.
What are you? You looking for work? Says Levi.
Maybe in trade.
Right.
Information.
Okay. I tell you what, get some jelly deals on the house, sit yourself down, and I'll go and have a word and see if he's got time. I probably will be with what you just. Wow, he's going to be interested to see you, the one that kind of stepped into the ring, and then wow, you got stoned, and you didn't get stoned, and then the thing, wow, yeah, wow, get yourself, yeah, absolutely.
He is not going to start pushing us for a new cockatrice, is he?
Oh no, we got plenty.
No, wait, that's not good.
Oh, it is. It's part of our business. Believe me, it keeps law and order in Cheapside. Have you never heard of the phrase, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg? Well, you know what it means now, don't you?
I don't think it means what you think it means, love.
Ah,
It's a little more literal than I would have thought,
well, everybody around here knows what it means and everybody's scared of it. They ensure that it's not going to cost them an arm and a leg. Anyway, I'm going to go and see the boss. I reckon he's going to be real impressed. And he whistles, and his dog, who's still badly wounded, kind of goes with him. And he goes downstairs again, together with the dog. It's up to you. Do you want to follow down? You're going to sit up here. You're going to get yourself some free jelly deals.
It's a third plate of jelly deals, man.
They are the best you've ever tasted. Probably the only ones. Yeah.
I mean, we could just follow him,
To be fair, I don't want to be here any longer than we absolutely have to be. I think it's a foul place.
It's not nice.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe we do just follow him and just get what we need to do and just get out of here.
Everyone's going to be as lucky as that lad and have a big Talita ready to step in and take his debt on his shoulders for him.
Yeah, I'm not so happy about this.
No.
Are you going to try to fix every problem that's happening in the smoke? You might be a bit busy.
You might want to give them your phone number so they can call you next time someone comes in ready to fight a cockatrice.
What?
What are you on about?
What?
Oh, it's just something I've been tinkering with back at. Let's not discuss it.
Okay.
I'm worried about people stealing my ideas.
I don't think you have to worry.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Okay, so you head downstairs. I'll stick you here. Boom, boom, boom. There are so many of you.
Do apologise.
That's okay. I always get nervous when I've got maps with multiple NPCs on because I just know that at some point everything is going to go. So you basically see Slippery Ed, the barkeep, kind of open the door, and you see Levi kind of go into the back room and close the door behind him. That is where he's gone as you kind of move down the stairs to him.
So, do you think we just hang around door, just chilling?
We can, or we could try and follow him.
You reckon Barman's going to be all right with that?
Well, I assume he's going to come out in a back alley or something, and then, he was gone a while. Unless I don't know, is he going through the sewers? He might be.
He was gone a while last time, wasn't there? But I suppose there's no harm in trying. If we get pushed away, we get pushed away.
I'm concerned with how quickly we jump to the sewers as a solution.
I would explain the smell.
Let's go and have a little lucky loo.
Okay, as you go to sort of try and follow him, Ed says, I've got your eels for you. Levi said, you need to wait here till he gets permission. No one wants to upset the boss.
Okay, no, sure we don't. we just got. I think we've got a meeting with him.
He said he wants to chat with the boss first.
Okay. All right.
He'll be back. He'll be back. It sounds like you did some pretty impressive stuff up there.
It wasn't me. It was big fella here. He did it for you.
Double helpings for you then.
I'm gonna grab a bowl and just sort of meander to this table
Yeah.
here.
Everybody's kind of looking at you all now, but not in a particularly aggressive way. But it sounds very much like through strength of arms, you've got yourself a little bit of a reputation, a little bit of street cred. About the same sort of time passes again, and Levi.
I pass my jelly deals over to Baccan.
Okay.
And hey, you look hungry. You want these?
But, yeah, like Cayxl said, there's only so much jelly deals you can eat. I mean, yeah, I'll have a few, but I'll just
Put
leave the
mine
rest.
in the middle of the table as a kind of communal jelly.
Is it like when you go to the pub and you open up a crisp packet and like opening
Like
it
at
up?
Nando's when we've got
Yeah,
sharing class.
but it's all just jelly deals.
Yeah, peri chips.
Hey, Nelly, you hungry? There's plenty to go around.
Yeah, that's very kind, and she dips in, and she looks like she's got some kind of hunger upon her. Not an uncontrollable hunger, but like she suddenly realised that she's much more hungry than she should be. And she says, "These are good. These are not bad at all."
I roll to detect tapeworm. Oh, okay.
She eats and she says, "What are we gonna ask? We're gonna ask him about the about my sister then, or what's the idea? What we're gonna do?"
Probably be a good idea to not want it. So yeah, I think we've got to ask about our stuff, but we'll ask about your sister and all.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
kind.
well, we might as well capitalise on it for you.
She nods, and about the same sort of amount of time sort of passes. And
So after about 10 minutes,
yeah,
I'll go up to the bar. Be like,
Hey, how come he's not back yet? What's taking so long?
well, I don't know. Nobody rushes. Maybe the boss has got a bit of business to take care of first. You know.
Was he running halfway across the city or something?
No, not at all. It's closer than you would imagine.
Huh.
But if Levi gets the boss's go ahead, yeah, all will be revealed. I'm sure it's not going to be much longer. Yeah, boss is busy. Lots of business to take care of.
Fine.
He just smiles, carries on, cleaning some glasses. And then not long after that, Levi does actually sort of come out, and he's again looks like he's run back and says, "Good news. I mean, I bigged you up. I said how good it was, and please don't disappoint the boss, because I put myself out there for you. You did me a solid, and now I'm doing you one. Okay, you ready? Some jelly deals. Are they going?"
They're all yours.
Oh, and he kind of grabs a few and sort of, he's amazing. Anyway, can't keep the boss waiting. Follow me. Kind of leads you into here. You follow him in, and it fundamentally looks as if it's like a kitchen. Very, very sort of basic. There are a couple of people preparing jellied eels here, and there are barrels of them. And he kind of goes across here. He kind of moves a barrel and steps on a flagstone, and there's an audible click, and there is a set of stairs going down. He descends the stairs, looks behind him, says, "Come on then." And you descend down.
Looks like the sewers it is.
Yay.
Let me take you.
I just cleaned my beard.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm going to have to walk you through this so you know in case anything sort of happens to make things
Right.
change. Don't know what you mean, they
Yeah.
say. Where are we? So we'll share this here. You come down to what appears to be a cellar. The cellar itself, not particularly unusual. I will free your movements so you can move around if you want. There are 4 sort of stone pillars brace the 10-foot high vaulted ceiling of this dry cellar, the walls of which are lined by dozens of barrels on the wall. Half the barrels have brass spigots tapped into them. The room also contains 2 stacks of wooden crates in the middle of the room and another by the south wall. You can see that there's 2 doors in this room and the stairs that you came down. Levi doesn't waste any time and he comes to this door. He takes out a key, unlocks the door, and it opens up. And you see basically this is entering into the sewers. You can sort of smell the sort of sewerage a little bit as he kind of moves here. All of this area though has been cleaned a little bit. It's not like this is uncleaned, and there is a number of torches that are flickering, allowing you to clearly see through here. And then he begins to move up to the north here, staying out of the dry, and begins to turn the corner here. Someone's moving Nelly. I'm moving Nelly. Can you see that, Cayxl? Can you see what's going on there?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Cool. That's okay. So he doesn't really stop, but obviously you can kind of see what you can see. If you've got any particular questions about anything, feel free to shout up as you are just following him.
How far is it?
We're almost there now. We're almost there. The boss likes to sometimes keep people waiting, so you know, I have to wait for him to you know, answer the door, as it were, really. As you get to here, to the north, there is a door open, and you can see the room is full of sort of benches, and there are a number of people in there. Let me sort out the encounter for you.
What do you mean encounter? Everything's fine, right?
Well, this is perfectly created.
It's just a happy social encounter, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where somebody walks up to us out of the blue and gives us money for just being awesome.
So you see, just let me a moment. I'm my own worst enemy in the fact I kind of don't need to stick all of these things here, but I kind of like it as a visual. So that is one.
So we all agreed we wait until he's got them all down, and then we just walk straight past, ignoring it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean, yeah, without a doubt, that is, you're more than welcome to do that. Like I say, I'm technically my own worst enemy for doing all of this, but I kind of enjoy doing it. Okay, so as you're kind of looking through there is a strange smell sort of coming from it, and a sort of cloud of yellow smoke permeates from the room. And you can see that there are a couple of cheapside sloggers walking around making sure everything's okay, but slumped, partaking of various forms of yellow lotus. It being smoked, it's being eaten, being drunk, and it's being kind of injected. They are all in stupors. Not quite as bad as Nelly was, but yeah, this is basically a yellow lotus den.
Oh, lovely.
And you see that. Levi smiles, says, "Oh, don't mind them. They've paid. They're all good. They're all good."
Don't look all good.
It's perfectly safe as long as you don't OD. If you take too much of it, it kind of makes you go kind of, wow, it breaks your mind a little bit, and you go in a stupor, and you don't know what is going on really.
If I pop my head in and see these smokers, are there any that look similar to Nelly at all as I pop my head in?
Did you want to check over their names?
You mean like the one that's named in the combat tracker as Emily Nuttall?
Indeed. Now, I very cleverly disguised them looking all the same as smokers, but yes, without a role needed, Baccan, you kind of see that there is someone who does indeed look like the sister of Nelly, and she's out of it. She's heavily partaken of the drug.
Okay.
This is this is known
No.
traditionally as chasing the dragon. It comes from the Court of Five Thunders.
I'm gonna let everyone sort of just walk on like on a little bit, or at least so until Levi seems out of hearing
Well,
range.
Levi actually stops here and starts banging on the door. But it's up to you. You can try and do something if you want.
I will try and subtly get Nellie's attention by sort of eye movements and subtle pointing as I see some that looks remarkably like her in this place.
Hmm.
And just with a finger to the lips and then a pointing into this door.
Okay.
You got something in your eye?
And then there was just a glare. Just I think sister's in there.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. So I thought, well, someone that definitely looks a little bit like her anyway. Pop your head in, have a look.
Didn't expect you to run so far forward there.
Yep. Can confirm.
Okay.
So you sort of look in there and you confirm basically she's in there. Do you say this to Nelly at all? Or
She's right next to me. I guess I will.
she kind of looks at you and says, "What are we? Can we get her out?"
Can we get her out?
I think the answer is yes, but I think we need to go and see this lad here and then come back. We don't know what's behind this door. If it's a load of lads, unless we just want to just grab and run.
Well, what do we want from this guy other than I like to restate my desire to magic missile off some tits.
We just need information, don't we, about the good doctor or the bad doctor, depending on how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we get that information,
And then we take
and
Emily.
then it's
Well, we aren't
tip
leaving
Nelly
without
into-
her.
No, definitely not. Then it's time to missile some tits, I suppose.
Yeah, about that. We ain't got no spell slots.
when you suddenly realise you're out of.
We could have a kip down here for a bit, could we?
I'm just going to remind you, you covered me in all that zappy grease for nothing.
Absolutely, it is.
Wasting those
funny.
spell slots.
It is an interesting dilemma that you find yourself in now. Okay, eventually, you have time for this kind of conversation.
So
As
while we're waiting, can I speak to Mackenzie?
yeah, absolutely. He knocks on the door and says, "Don't worry, the boss is probably just having conversations." To be honest, he likes to keep people waiting. It's a thing of his.
Yeah, I mean, I've met people like that before.
Yeah,
Hey, the people in this room, they all paid up, right?
yeah. I mean, they wouldn't be partaking, they wouldn't be chasing the dragon if they hadn't.
They free to leave.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes the thing about the Yellow Lotus, I think about it, it kind of relaxes people's minds. Sometimes people are put in there and are forced to partake, so that they are more manipulative, more manipulable, malleable. I don't know what the word is, but they do what the boss wants a lot easier without him having to break their fingers or the usual sort of things, really. So it
Right.
depends. I mean, it just depends.
Well, I kind of like the look of one of them, so
Do you? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you certainly impress me. If you can impress the boss, who knows what could happen? Boss is all about business. There's a lot of shit in his room, right? He likes shit, a whole heap of shit. So just don't be touching anything. Don't be taking anything. Don't be shoving it in your pockets. Um, are we clear?
Are we
Yeah.
talking
Slightly
literal?
What?
Are we talking literal
What?
that stuff?
What do you mean?
Or is it literally shit?
What? What kind of debased thing are you?
We're in a sewer.
No, it's like lots
Oh,
of
thank
gold and stuff.
goodness.
God, what? Who do you mix with?
I don't mix with this kind of people normally.
It's
This
not with us.
yeah, this isn't the first time we've been in a sewer.
Wow. Okay. Then you kind of hear.
This week.
This is. I mean, most of the tunnels around here have been collapsed down, and it's a safe place for the boss to do his business. See what I did there? He's doing his business in the sewer. Uh, oh, I thought that was
Yeah.
quite good. Yeah, more awkward jokes pass backwards and forwards. He seems to be quite relaxing. He quite likes you. You don't think he's particularly intimidated because he thinks you like him at the moment. But yeah, he was certainly impressed with your activities up there. And eventually, it's not a long time. It's from the initial sort of knock. It's probably a few minutes. The door basically opens, and I will reveal who you can see in there, which I think is about right. There's 3 sloggers and an individual. He's automatically introduced to you. He kind of says, "Happy Jack. This is them. Him there. He's the one that boom. Its head melted. Seriously, yeah." Happy Jack just kind of looks out the door, and you're not quite sure where he gets his name from because he doesn't look that happy. Come in. The boss is keen to talk with you. And as you enter the room, it wasn't rung. The whole of this place is. There are coins scattered around. There are works of art dangling on various kind of displays and stuff. And sitting on what could only be described as an ostentatious throne is William the Big Boss Tweed. Kind of looks like he's a tiefling. He's got a tail. Unusual coloration though. He's got yellowish gold kind of skin and sort of amber eyes. He's bedecked in gold jewelry, big thick chains, huge kind of rings on his fingers. He's wearing what could only be described as like a very large, thick, sort of yellow and golden threaded pimp's coat. Bare chested, but he's got kind of sort of tailored yellow sort of trousers, bright sort of banana yellow. And he kind of looks up and smiles. So, you are the ones that Levi comes in and stands sort of quietly, whistles his dog in, and one of the sloggers closes the doors. Please come closer. Yeah, a
You like
friend.
yellow? Yeah?
Who doesn't like yellow? Gold, beautiful colour, is it not?
Lovely. My favourite flavour is Zap.
Ah, I've heard it's poison.
That's a bit rich coming from someone who has his room next door here filled with people imbibing.
Well, rumours say that the yellow lotus is one of the ingredients of yellow Zap, and that is the reason why they stopped doing it.
I'm not disputing that.
And you like it. Maybe I've got myself a new customer. Maybe you want to just go straight to the pure stuff that makes you like yellow Zap.
Yeah, I'm interested in the manufactured shit. I know
Anyway,
myself.
anyway, I'm a busy man.
Thank you for seeing us.
Ah,
Uh,
well, I mean, Levi, I kind of trust him. He does a good job upstairs, so I'm led to believe. That's why I've not had him killed yet. It sounds like you could be useful to me too.
well, it depends what work you might want done, but we'd need something in trade, and I have two things in mind.
He says, look, I am not without wealth or influence.
Well, first thing, one of your customers. I'd like to take her home.
Which one in particular?
Yeah, pretty little thing in the den.
Right.
Andy.
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Who am I as a GM to say whether she is pretty or not? If Talita thinks she's pretty, he has narrative agency to call her that.
But will Big Boss know?
All right. He doesn't know. He doesn't deal with such things like that unless she's important to him. I tell you what. You go do your little bit of shopping. Bring her to me, and I'll see which one it is. Jack, go with him. Make sure he doesn't cause any trouble. I don't know who these are yet. Don't recognise their faces. They're not from our turf. But as they say, strangers are only friends that you've not met yet. Isn't that true?
Mm.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Happy Jack comes around. If I can get him to move. Obviously not. And he kind of comes around and into here. And to cut things short rather than moving tokens around all the time, you point out to Emily, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so Emily is brought in here. And Happy Jack returns. The door is closed again. I kind of looks right. Okay. Well, I was hoping to she quite likes it when I call her my squeeze. But the woman in my life, she has taken a liking to this one and thinks she could put her to good work. That's why she's been being prepared. I don't want to upset my woman.
I'm sure you can find others.
I'm sure I can, but it's me that would have to explain to my good lady that she can't have something that she wants.
Would she object to us borrowing her for a few hours?
You mean to break her in?
Like, my friend, he wants to get his warhammer wet, you know?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Me?
Well, you can have advantage as you are kind of intimating what is going on here.
How is that charisma there for Cayxl?
Shut up.
Good as for advantage.
Yeah, advantage. All right. I think you've heard of my reputation, and you've proven yourselves today that you're quite capable of standing in the ring and killing one of those creatures. But yes, this is a favour that I'll let you do. Make sure she's returned to the Slippery Eel. I'll give you a good 6 hours. If she's not, we'll be charging an arm and a leg. And remember, this isn't anything to do with you. It's to do with people that you like. They will suffer for it.
Talita likes anyone.
That's okay.
Yeah, I like plenty of people.
Talita!
So, yes, you have 6 hours. Take her wherever you want. And you said there was a second thing.
Oh, a small thing. We want to know where a guy named East is.
So, we get to the crux of the point. Yes, we've had dealings with interested companies that were interested in him. We brought him here for safekeeping, but it's out of my hands. That debt has been passed on to the people that hired us to get him, and they are putting him to work at the moment.
Would you care to put us in touch?
Well, they're here. They're actually here in my safe house. I gave them hospitality, gave them my word that they'd be safe here, and they've paid me a substantial sum to ensure that happens.
Are we still able to talk to him?
That is not up to me. That is up to the people that are looking after him. But if you cause any trouble, then this is my turf. This is my crib. This is my house. This is my lair. And I will not stand for such actions. If they attack you, then you can defend yourselves. I quite like to watch some sport. But if you make the first move, then my sloggers will deal with you.
Seems fair, I suppose.
Fair, sure.
Well,
So,
I think I have been incredibly generous. In fact, I have been doing all of the giving. What do you have for me?
mm,
You look like a man who's got quite a lot of things already. Is there anything you're particularly wanting at the moment?
Interested in a panther?
excuse me?
See what our options are.
I've
I mean-
already got one Hellcat. I don't want another.
About Baccan then.
Do you want Claire's hat?
Hey,
Wow.
hands off the hat.
You notice that he's got a very sort of strange, almost it's a tweed, sort of almost Peaky Blinders sort of cap on. And he says, "No, I've got my own hat, and it does me well, thank you."
It's not very tall though, is it? Is the taller the hat, the better the hat. I can give you this top hat.
Right, no. I've got some business that needs taking care of, and from the descriptions of what you did to the bird upstairs, you all, or rather just you, seem to be perfect for taking care of it. You see, the Lotus that I get comes from a business agreement between myself and my counterpart in the Jade Tenements, Greenstone, an individual known as, well, I'll keep that to myself for the moment, but this individual seems to have been cutting into my business, and I would like a message being sent. Now, if you have qualms about getting involved in hurting innocents and the like, there's none of that. These are fully card-carrying scumbags.
Oh,
They've started giving cards over there. That's good.
Absolutely. It makes it easier for you to identify them.
mm-hmm.
So, I know a location. I would just like you to go there and not necessarily even kill them, but break a few legs on my behalf. You can let them know that it is my doing, that you are working on my behalf, and it's just business. What do you say? And then this woman, 6 hours, bring it back, and I will introduce you to the parties that hired us to bring this Dr. East here.
Sounds very generous.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know. 6 hours isn't much. I want to keep her, and we'll sort out your problem.
Right. Deal. I will have to satisfy Maggie a different way. I'm sure she can be distracted with some of
I'm
the.
sure you're capable. Wink.
Did you say wink at the same time?
Yeah.
Right. He kind of reaches down and picks up a piece of parchment and he writes a name and an address. These gentlemen work for an individual called Fast Eddie. He is my counterpart in the Jade Tenements. Just go to this tea house.
Wait, isn't that the guy up?
What? Hello? Has everybody gone?
Des?
Hello.
I
Is
think
that me?
you're cut
Or-
out.
Oh, yeah, that was a blip.
Yeah. No, Fast Eddie is different to Slippery Ed.
Oh,
Shit.
right. I see.
Believe me, they look completely different. He's not really that fast, is Eddie.
Okay.
In fact, he hardly moves at all. But you don't need to worry about him unless you are do-gooders that want to deal with a crime syndicate, which I don't think you want to do, and that would be bad for business, my business as well.
Hey, we'll just send a message, you know?
Yeah,
Crime doesn't pay.
just go to that tea house. You have the address. Make sure you mess it up, smash the place up, break a few legs, and tell them not to do it again. Simple. Not much to be done. Like I said, you can say my name, tell them that I have sent the message, a little present from Cheapside.
I think we have a deal.
I look around to everyone else.
Yeah, sure. Go
Yeah,
back.
Becca nods. Yeah.
Clay is quite slow to react, but finally nods.
Okay. So, he says, are you taking her with you to meet this person? He basically kind of, because you've said the deal, and he kind of looks at you and he's kind of intimated that if you break your word, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, each of you, etc., that fundamentally that's all he needs to do. He says that he's going to introduce you to a person who works for a very prominent organization, a secret society of sorts called the Intelligentsia, that they are scientific mercenaries. Cayxl, at this point, you can give me some kind of roll. I would ask for maybe history, but I'll happily accept basically something based off your tinkering instead, because this is something that you might well know about.
I'm happy to do history. Let's give it a roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. It's double figures. It's not brilliant. So you have definitely heard whispers of this organization, and it's very much as he's described it. This is a mercenary company, but they don't sell their physical might, they sell their intellectual worth. And if you need a problem solving, if you need some kind of crazy invention, they are happy to put their minds to it. They charge a fortune for it. But they are mercenaries. They will sell terrible things to terrible people for high prices.
Yeah, I know these dudes. Call them the Rubiks.
I've never
Do
heard
they,
that.
do they call themselves that, or do you just call them that?
Oh, well, in our little circle, on the forums.
You,
On the
you
what?
go to a forum to talk about this? Do
We kind of
people
just
not
meet after
complain?
hours in a friend's basement and call it a forum, don't we,
Yeah.
Hal?
Oh,
Still not sure I believe this.
right. Well,
Why am I fibbing to you?
Well, where shall I start?
Fine, don't believe me. I don't give a shit.
I believe you.
I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing you've said, so you know.
No.
I don't understand why this is what you take issue with.
Anyway,
So-
maybe this isn't the time.
The individual's name that is here at the moment is Cuthbert Sixsmith. You're going to need his permission to speak with East. Like I say, he is under my hospitality. Are you ready?
Born
Yes.
red.
Sounds good.
Okay. It looks like he has no intention of taking you, but he says to Happy, yeah, do the business. And he sort of takes you out. I'm just going to quickly. You've collected yet another character. How many people? Oops. It's all going to get better soon. My game isn't going to crash. So as you're kind of walking this way, in this direction here, you see the corridor continues because the map of this is too big, and it does continue to a second map. So I'm just going to move you across, and it's continuous. You can't jump across the map, unfortunately, because it doesn't work that way.
Where's everybody going?
Oh,
Where are we?
You can,
Oh,
you
I
can,
vanished as well.
yeah, you can
It's so
actually,
dark.
you can actually see because it's
Yeah.
continuous. So looking back there, it's literally only like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 30 feet to the double doors to that. And then he begins to head down here. Sorry, I'm going to share this map so you can actually see what's going on as well. And he has just started heading sort of down here. The reason why I'm not just taking you directly to that room is because I want you to try and remember, in case things kick off. I'm not saying that they will, but at least you will have a idea of what is going on. So yeah, he comes down to this door here. He opens this door, kind of comes through, and here is kind of a sort of relaxing room. You think some sloggers maybe use this as a place to kind of do some R&R. Then he opens this north door here, moves round here, and you kind of all come down into here. And then it's kind of strange because what he does, you come down here, Cayxl, into this room here. And then you come here, let me zoom in here. All the maps with all the NPCs that you've got in tow now. Let's hope there's no collateral damage.
And Andy, would you mind refreshing our collective memory about what Topper from the Hatters actually asked us to do specifically?
Wow, we're going down to semantics now and specifically, but yeah, it was fairly open, really, in terms of just getting my notes sorted for you because I've saved everything to the Hatters Guild. Yeah, that's brilliant. Anybody who is in chat and can kind of watch that is my notes on the Hatters Guild, which fundamentally goes Hatters Reward. So what Topper fundamentally asked you was To get to the bottom of it, he did mention a number of things, having had a look at the paperwork, that this Herbert East was obsessed with making a philosopher's stone, but this philosopher's stone was called something else. That philosopher's stone.
Lusus Neteri.
That's right. Yeah, it's a philosopher's stone turns base metal to gold. This thing affects flesh and can kind of make a normal, mundane person into a freak of nature, a super person. And that's if it works. It can have devastating effects, though, and potentially can turn them into twisted monstrosities instead. What he basically wanted to do was have him not continue doing that, and any of his research to be brought back to the Hatters. In effect, he didn't want this individual out in the wild because he thought it was very dangerous. So that is what's going on, basically.
So he wants him stopped.
Yeah, fundamentally.
Okay.
But it seems very much like just to bring the storyline together, the Sloggers, the boss of the Sloggers, have been hired by the Intelligentsium to do a snatch and grab, and he's currently being given a safe house to continue his work, but now under Intelligentsium guidance, maybe. And with the information that Cayxl knows about them, and you might not have said this to the others yet, but Cayxl, you would know this, is that obviously once the Intelligentsium have the formula or the stone, then they would be selling it to the highest price, or keeping it for themselves and selling their super men and women, and maybe even the monstrosities, to the highest bidder. It is quite a terrifying concept. Is that okay? Everybody cool with that?
Well, it's not okay, but
Oh, not cool with it. We're going to try and
Makes
stop
sense.
Yeah, you understand what is going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
it. Very rarely, but at this point, yes.
It's okay. It's it is a problem of running fortnightly rather than weekly. So he comes here and he basically clicks on what is a secret door here and basically enters. And he says, you hear him have a conversation. He's not particularly speaking quietly, and he says, there are some people here that wish to speak with you. You have still the full protections of the boss, and you can move forward. I'm just initially clearing the multiple NPCs off so that I can create. I'm gonna make Emily. She's kind of in a stupor at the moment, so she does everything that you want. You just guide her through.
I imagine she's with her sister.
Yeah, that sounds very good.
Sounds almost sensible.
So with that, and I've cleared that so it shouldn't slow down the machine, I am going to sort of load what is in this room onto Combat Tracker. I'm going to put it into Combat Tracker.
no, why you need to do that.
And
Sorry to be a pain as well, Andy. I don't seem to be able to move Baccan. I can move Artemis. I suppose most people prefer Optimus anyway. But
Was there another character we needed to worry about? I mean, we've got the one that does all the damage.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, he can't fly, so.
Boom, boom, and
I mean, if it helps, I can move him.
so what you see in this room is a number of things. This has been made out to be some kind of workshop as well. There is a comfortable looking bed and a very well dressed gentleman. His sleeves are rolled up and he's got a apron on, and he's conducting some business. Shadowing this individual is a construct of sorts, a metal man that looks like it's probably his bodyguard. Looks like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
Damn. You
individual,
get Cayxl to make one of them.
yeah.
It's got a bigger weapon than you, Talita.
What makes it worse is kind of lying down, sort of that basically rises up as you enter this room is some strange kind of mechanical hound, and its eyes grow sort of red. And sort of burning away in the corner is something else. What appears to be a hand made purely of flame.
I've seen enough Eberron to know where that's going.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got a lot of fingers for a hand, Andy.
It's because it's two hands
Oh,
together
I see.
for the
Nice.
burning hands. Classic thumbs together and fanning your fingers out ever since the very first description in early D&D days. So there is a lot going on in this room, and he kind of quite hoitily sort of looks up and basically says, "How very dare you disturb me? I am busy. Don't you know who I am?" And with that, we will take our mid break. We'll come back to this very, very shortly. So if you're in chat, please stay tuned. We will be back in about 5 minutes once we've stretched our legs and got ourselves a drink. Please stay tuned. We will be back and see where on earth this is going to go, because I have no idea. Hello, and we are back. Thank you for your patience there, and thank you for staying in chat. Let us go back to this scene. Okay, so yes, he snootily looks at you all and is inquiring, what on earth are you doing disturbing him?
I look at Talita.
We all look at Talita.
Sorry, we haven't had the pleasure of an introduction.
All right. This is rather unusual. I'm doing some, well, business for my associates down here, but it's supposedly, and he looks at Happy Jack, supposedly people are not supposed to know about it. I find such an interruption unwelcome.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sure we won't take up too much of your time.
Well, be about it then. I am busy.
Hey, Talita, let's be about it.
Yeah, so, yeah, we heard you have a man named East.
Oh,
And,
yes. What about it?
yeah, he's done some things that, people would like to see him, answer for, you know? Hurt people and the like, and, well, we've been asked to, you know, talk to him.
Right. Well, I'm afraid he is working for my associates at the moment, and that.
Oh, yeah. His research, right? Sorry, we've just talked to, quite a few of the people he's worked for, and, if you think you're gonna get anything out of him, then, well, you'd, be better off trying to get a golden egg out of a goose.
Okay. Well, are you done?
What do you mean?
Is that the message that you've come here to inform me?
Well, I mean, there's that. Yeah, he's full of shit. But yeah, apart from that, we'd like to take him.
Well, that is not possible, I'm afraid.
I mean, don't tell me you're actually getting somewhere with him.
Yes, we are, and we would be getting there substantially faster if it wasn't for this kind of interruption. I will be certainly having a talk with your big boss.
Well,
Now,
Very friendly, are you?
what on earth makes you think I want to be any of your friends?
No, you don't have to be friends to be friendly.
You come here, interrupt my work, and you expect me to be civil to you?
Yes, that's how the world works.
Right, well, not my world. Now be off with you.
Right.
one last thing is there anything you'd trade for him?
The man is priceless. Aye, and he kind of again raises his nose at all of you. There is nothing that any of you could do.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time then.
He turns his back on you and takes a step to carry on his work.
Let me shoot him with the crossbow.
Okay.
Is that your internal monologue, or
Very quietly to you guys. Maybe a bit more civil with the crossbow bolt blooming from his spine.
So let me clarify. Are you shooting your crossbow or are
No,
you thinking about it?
I'm saying it
All right.
quietly, but not too quietly.
Okay. It is up to you how you want to react to this.
I think there's a general kind of nod from play that sounds like it would improve his manner.
I
But
get crossbow out.
he's not thinking that you're going to actually do it, but he might regret that anyway. As you pull the crossbow out, Clay starts shaking his head furiously.
Okay.
Perhaps we can persuade you some other way.
Are you pointing the crossbow at him?
Well, he's got his back to us right now, so I'm hoping that he turns around to see that I'm threatening him, and I don't have to say, "Dude, I've got a crossbow."
He kind
Real.
of turns round, he kind of sees you, and he really, how
Really?
very dare you?
I think we've established that we do dare. Now, we're being civil. We're asking to give you something in exchange for the guy. If you
He
prefer,
says
I can just shoot you and take him.
B173Y. Kill. That's bitey.
You and your
It
numbers.
took me a while.
It is indeed bitey, but it is bitey as it goes to leap for your throat. Okay, so it's not really a surprise round, so he's not going to get a surprise on you, but you're not going to get a surprise on him. Now you have choices here. You can choose to delay an entire round, not make any attacks, and Happy will say that you have been attacked by him and you're reciprocating. As if any of you decide you want to attack during the first round, then you kind of made it happen and the verdict is out. So you have these choices, but at the moment, give us initiatives, and we will see what happens.
Oh, praise it! I actually rolled well.
Yay.
So as I say, you have choices. You can let the first wave of attacks come, and you most definitely have been attacked by him, which means that you won't suffer any repercussions from the boss, because these guys are in hospitality, or the verdict is out. So Emily is an NPC. She's in a stupor. She's not doing anything. Can we move to Talita?
Move to there and take the dodge action.
Okay, very nice. Then we move to Cuthbert. Cuthbert is happy. He's got a big smile at the moment. He's shouted kill, and he's just he doesn't get his hands dirty unless he really has to. He instructs KN16H7 to do the same, defend him basically. And then we move to Cayxl.
I can't see the map because I got booted from Fantasy Ground.
You've got to fight blindly.
No!
But fundamentally, because you threatened him, this beastie, Bitey, is coming straight for you. You are allowed to take defensive actions as fundamentally not provoking, not attacking first, basically. Or you could attack.
I could, but I won't because I see what Talita's doing, and I got the reaction that I wanted.
Yeah, oh yeah, you forced it. It was beautiful. It's exactly what you wanted to happen.
Yeah, I'll because I keep meaning to go pick up shield, but I haven't. So I'll just remembering that I'll hold the crossbow in front of my face like it's a shield and take dodge.
Yeah, perfect. He's not
Just wait
ordered.
till I get my shield. You wait.
He's not ordered the living burning hands to do anything as yet. It is just Bitey, and Bitey is going to indeed move forward to here and is going to try and bite. Going for the throat as these iron jaws begin to bite around to you. That is a 15 and a miss, but I'm going to roll it again because you had
That was
disadvantage on the attack. Yeah, so it was well worth it. But it, yeah, definitely misses. That is not a problem. Nellie's not doing anything. Clay, it is your
Lazy.
turn. She's
Right.
making sure her sister is okay.
Clay is
Maybe
going
not that lazy then.
to step up to Cayxl and go, "What are you doing? Why do you threaten him?" And pull out his shield. And
It'll come to you. Give it a few minutes.
what'll come to me? Oh, don't worry about
There we go.
it. He has now attacked, hasn't he?
You need to go this entire round. This is
Oh.
like simultaneous 6 seconds, sort of out of game. If you do anything within this round of combat, it will consider that you antagonized and attacked them simultaneously, but that is the information he'll be giving back to his boss. Once this round is over, they've definitely attacked you and it's open game and they won't intervene.
Cool. I'll leave it there then.
Okay, you're not taking the dodge action?
I'd say the dodge action now that you mention it. Yeah.
Fair enough. Baccan.
I listen to our information and then I hit him with the crossbow. No, no, I'm just going to take the dodge action as
No, take the dog.
I will take the dog action and just get Artemis to pop here, and then that's it.
Okay. Happy Jack pulls out a long sword and a short sword. Knight, following the instructions, stands in front of him. And Artemis, you've kind of put. Artemis is going on your turn, just straight after you, isn't it? So that's a 4.
Yes.
Okay, so we've done Happy Jack, we've done that. We go to the top, and Happy Jack sort of shrugs and says, "You have broken the word of the boss. You are on your own here." Speaking to Cuthbert, and basically steps out of the room. Cuthbert screams, "This is not why I've paid good money for. The intelligentsium will be so disappointed in you and your thugs." And then we move to Talita.
Talita swings his warhammer at Bitey.
Bitey. He doesn't like being called. It's B173Y.
Bitey gonna get it.
Let me have a look at Bitey's armor class. It's 17, yeah. So it's just a hit, not a critical. Are you done?
Yes, I am done.
So we move to Cuthbert, and Cuthbert is going to. He basically puts or takes what appears to be a red sort of smooth disc, and he slams it into his chest. And as he slams into his chest, sort of holographic kind of armor, akin to sort of Iron Man, sort of goes around him.
Wait, were we fighting Iron Man? Guys, I think we're the bad guys here.
No.
Iron Man's a dick.
No, you've you've done this brilliantly. You could have murdered your way through to get to this point, but your play has been most awesome. So we move to Cayxl. What would you like to do?
I look at Mr. Bitey and look at his shiny metal features and the cables coming of him.
Yeah.
And then I glance at the others and go, "Do you want to see a new trick I learned?" And then I'll attack with my lightning launcher.
Very nice. And I mean, this is a bit of a work of art, really. You're very impressed with
Yes.
this engineering, but yeah, go for it. You need to
So,
target
yeah,
the dude.
I slam my fists together, both crackle with electricity, and then with my left, I move it forwards, turn it clockwise, and it sparks and fires.
It is amazing.
Oh, that target. Combat prac has been weird for me.
You're definitely targeting him, if that's any help. And that is a hit. And yeah, unfortunately, Bitey has a huge armor class, so it's not a critical, but it's still a hit.
Damn it. And then I think once per turn I can do an extra 1d6.
Yeah, I think this is your. Is this your what's the name? Your
It's my what's in it.
yeah.
It's my
It's
a
something spark
it's a
or
fast feature. It's a
yeah,
lightning launcher.
yeah.
But because I put it on here myself, I can't see exactly what it. Maybe if I put it where if I go to ability. No, it's not on here.
So you're just saying that once per round you can
Let me
do.
just do a quick Google. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's okay. We'll come back to you as
Got it. Once
yeah,
on each of your turns, you hit a creature with it, you can deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage to the
yeah.
target.
And what's that effect called?
What's the effect called?
Yeah. Or is it just part of the attack?
It's part of my armor model.
Yeah.
Lightning launcher, and it's just part of the attack.
Cool. Roll the dice. I do like
Mhm.
artificers. Wow. So that's an extra 6 points, and that was to B173Y.
Bitey.
It's not bitey. I spent. You don't know how long it takes me to create these things, and then have to rename them, and nobody actually knows or notices, and I have to point it out. And
Look, I like to look an opponent in the eye and speak his name
yeah,
before I destroy him.
uh,
Bitey.
that's very good. And the extra 6 has caused heavy damage. B173Y is blooded now. The burning
Bloody?
hands,
That's impressive.
the burning hands spell comes alive. And it is going to just the Talita has done the good job of putting himself in harm's way once again. Maybe
Good
he
man.
spoke too soon about at least I'm not on my arse. And it is going to try and magically strike against you, which it hits you on an 18. And, boom, 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 boom. And it is just going to boom. Oh, 4 points of fire damage as it does the magical strike, not the spell mimicry, which it can do soon when it's in position. Then Bitey is going to do the same thing, targeting you. It's been told to attack you. And it will hit you, Cayxl, unless there's anything anybody can do.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
So it wounds you. If the target is a creature, you must succeed on a strength saving throw or take an extra 1d6 piercing damage and be grappled. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to force you to do it?
I'll do it.
Go on then. The DC is 13.
Yeah, no.
No, so it bites you for more. Oops.
Dickon!
So that's interesting. Why has that? It's so it's put that on itself, I think.
It's fine. I'll just remember it. Just leave it at that.
No,
remember it.
but I think I can unleash it. God knows what's going on. So it does another 4 points of damage to you, putting you on to 13. And you are currently grappled in its jaws at the moment. Nellie's not doing anything. Can we move to Clay?
I'm terrified, but I can't help be fascinated by it.
Yeah.
This B173Y,
Yeah.
as he apparently likes to be called, does he look like he's some sort of manufactured metal object?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Would you like to spend your entire turn trying to discern that? He is a medium construct. So he is a creature. Constructs are creatures. So he's not inanimate. He's not an object. So it depends on
So
what the
if I
definition.
were to try to heat metal,
Yeah, I mean you would
Nice.
damage him. He's not got fire resistance as far as I'm aware, so it would do the effects of fire resistance.
cool. In that case, Clay is going to look at the burning hands and start to say a few words to Vulcan as he seems to channel some of the heat from that into B173Y for heat metal.
Okay.
So any creature in physical contact of the object, which I assume he is in physical contact of himself,
He is indeed.
takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast the spell.
Yep. So he will automatically take that, which is 10, doing severe damage to him as his body, his form begins to sort of melt into sort of slag metal. Yeah, and you are done now.
Yep.
Very nice. Then move to Baccan.
Yes. Okay. I'm really sorry. I still can't seem. Oh no, I can drag him. Okay, not a problem. For some reason, I just can't click and move. I will get into this corner, retrieve the bow, and I'm going to decide that this knight is my favoured foe.
Okay. And
So,
I like to point out, he's I don't know where you've got Knight from. His name is
so I do apologise.
KN16H7.
It's the night when night gets knocked out.
So I think that's it. So I will take a pop. Oh dear. Is that a critical miss?
I don't think his armor class is 19. But
You said he was a beefy boy, didn't you?
yeah, his armor class is 16. So it's not a critical miss. You'll be pleased to know.
I am pleased to know that. And I will go get him, Artemis, and Artemis is going to run up and try and take a bite, a maul, should I say? Oh, I'm not targeting him, but an 11 would miss him.
Yeah.
So GG Baccan, and that's me.
It happens sometimes. A happy Jack is not doing anything, and KN16H7 is got multi-attack. You'll be pleased to know he can make 2 arm blade attacks as this comes out and hits or attempts to hit. I'm going to roll a d6 on a 1 to 3. It'll be Artemis. Yeah, so he's going to attack Artemis. That is a 15.
Yeah, just hits.
Wow, that's the second one I've rolled for damage. And what's going on there?
I intercept.
Right. You intercept.
Yay!
Oh, I see how it is.
So that means you reduce the damage by
7.
By 7, meaning he takes no damage from that. I will correct that. But he does take his second hit against Artemis. And he misses.
Nice.
Artemis is the tank of the party. And then we move to Talita.
Talita is going to attempt to draw Knight's attention.
Yep.
And tries to hit Knight.
Okay. Oh yes, 23. Not quite a crit, but
Ooh.
that is a nice wound though. Solid. Is that
And that is everything. Yes.
okay? And then we're going to move to Cuthbert. Having done that, he is going to. He throws a vial of some kind of. You think this might be sort of maybe yellow lotus or something else, and it smashes down onto the ground. I just need to ensure I know what this is. So your choice, up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube. So that is easily
None of us, please.
Yeah.
all of you.
Do you choose none of us?
No.
Oh.
Something that
Out of interest, does he target Happy?
no, he can't see Happy. Happy's kind
Okay.
of out of the room at the moment. But he has targeted all of you there, and this vial splashes on the thing, and it explodes and covers you all in some kind of sticky goo-like liquid.
Oh no, it's Zap.
It could
Oh,
well
wait,
be a
listen to that.
mutated form of Zap. And this is a reskinned slow spell.
Oh, what?
So you all need to make that save.
That's a lot of fail.
And
That's all failure, isn't it?
Right.
so you are Talita, Cayxl, Baccan, Cuthbert. Has Cuthbert done himself? I haven't done himself. I'm not quite sure what that.
Joke's on him. I only have one thing I can do per turn.
Yeah, no, it most definitely is metagamey, not the best thing for him to do, as you can only have one attack. It does lower your armor classes, and it does lower your movements, but it's not optimal. But it's what he's not a combat person. And then we move to Cayxl. But you've got this thing, and it's slowing you down as you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do.
I'm gonna bring up my crossbow.
It slows Cayxl down, not Becca.
And I'm going to target Cuthbert.
Oh wow. Yep, you can do this.
Now I'm going to roll.
You might want
You
to
are
take.
targeting Bitey.
Bitey.
I mean B173.
That's right. Yeah. There we go.
Targeting the right person now.
Yep.
Yep.
Damn
yeah.
it.
You do get.
No.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
The combat is going to take much longer now, isn't it?
This this is how I can fill 6-hour streams. Just slow the players, and they all have to talk at half speed. We only get through 2 encounters. So you do get to do a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, though, to see if you can pull some of this.
Really?
Yeah, the DC is 15, though.
I didn't know that about slow.
Please pass.
You're giving her advantage on it.
Okay. Now, this is me being a little bit naughty because you have fallen for my trap, as you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And what does Burning Hands require to happen?
That's a dexterity save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is really bad.
And just for atmosphere, even though it slows my fantasy grounds down no end, let's turn it red.
Hey guys.
So I am going to say, because Artemis isn't half in the effect, he doesn't have to do it.
Aw.
Actually, he's seen what Artemis can do. So I'm going to do it that way, in fact.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah. So, Cayxl, you're not the one to take this. It's going to be.
And why does my burning hand fit yours this way?
But your lack of burning hands damage is going to be the end of Artemis, maybe. So dexterity saving throws. What he's going are disadvantage, of course. And then. So heat metal has expired. Beautiful. The flame has extinguished the flame. That's what the living burning hands does. And then we move to Bitey. Bitey was not happy about.
Wait. His name is B173Y.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. He did not like being turned to molten slag, so he is going to attack you instead.
You slag!
And misses you, even with -2 to your armor class, Nelly. And Clay, you are slowed.
Wow. I may be slowed, but I can still swing a hammer.
Slowly.
Oh,
Sure, I know.
Bad.
Oh, critical miss. Narrative agency. I trust you, Clay. What is going to happen?
He's going to swing this, and he's going to really try to get out of this really slowing gunk, and he's just going to try and smack it into his head. But because it's slowed, it just catches wrong and bounces off, flying behind Bitey.
Okay, so you have lost your warhammer. Oh, this is terrible things. And then we move to.
Really cut up about it.
I'm loving every moment. The combination of the slow. Haha, we only got one action a turn. Doesn't really hurt us. Oh, we've just been burnt alive. Baccan.
Let's try and hit KN16H7.
Yeah, respect for getting his name right.
Thank you. Can I have advantage for that?
No.
I will be hunters marking him.
Yeah.
But let's see. I am targeting him. So that misses. I'm going to ask Artemis to take the dodge action.
Okay, Artemis dodges. So we move to Happy Jack and we move to Knight. He's going to do.
Get saves against the slow.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Baccan, you get your save. You're looking for a 15.
What was it? Sorry.
It's a wisdom save.
Can I do that as well?
Yeah. Sorry. So Baccan, you save. Clay, you don't. And Artemis is also slowed, so you can give a save for him. No. So let us remove that from you, Baccan.
Sorry, that was just a regular check. What was it? Oh, it was 14 anyway, so that would still miss.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good tries though. You've shaken the slow off though, which you'll be pleased to know about. He's going to use his arm blade against hitting Artemis now that his armor class is reduced.
Was that with disadvantage because he's dodging?
Good point. Come on. I'm glad someone's paying attention. So yeah, it still is. So that's 9 points. So, are you doing your thing?
Yeah, I will. Slow doesn't take away my reaction.
That is a good question. I don't think so, but I should perhaps know the answers to all of these things. So apologies, but this is why we can just double check. So -2 to armor class and dexterity saving throws. You can't use reactions.
No, I can't. I can't react. I try to move my shield in the way, but I'm just too slow.
Yeah, gunked up you are. So that is the first attack, and then he's going to make a second attack, this time with disadvantage. It's a good job it was a disadvantage because that could have been a critical hit. And Artemis is down and dying. Things are looking bad, and then we move to Talita.
I slowly bend down, put both hands on Artemis, and give them 1 HP.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So, do you want? Shall I do that?
Yes, I don't have anything for that.
Yeah,
So
no,
yes,
that's
please.
cool.
I'll
Yeah.
have to work on that.
No, I was more speaking to Baccan, but we can put him up to 19, and I will remove the unconscious effect from that. Very good. Is that your go?
Yes, that is my go, and I'm going to make my wisdom save.
Yeah, please do.
Yay.
Easily done.
How is our cleric the most unwise character here?
I love Becca.
Fine.
Yay!
Yeah. You are no longer slowed, Talita. Bum, 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 bum. What is he going to do now? Yeah. He's going to lob yet another thing. This is at you this time, Baccan.
Oh, nice.
So let's do this. As a vial of black substance kind of goes towards you. It is just you. You succeed as an area of grease fills this area here. But just catches you. But you are okay, he swears. And then we move to Cayxl.
Guess what?
What?
Bow. Here we go.
And
Oh no! I can't do anything right.
you do get a saving throw, though. And you succeed.
Oh,
Thank God for that.
Nailed it.
Very nice. So that was at the end of your turn, the saving throw. So then we move to the living burning hands. It doesn't recharge its fire attack, you'll be pleased to know.
Oh, how horrible for it.
It is indeed. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? He is, I guess, going to make a just a standard attack against Talita, trying to hit and missing. Then we move to Bitey. Bitey is going to continue biting. And it hits you, Clay.
Ouch.
Watch out. Wait, I'm not slowed anymore.
You are heavily damaged.
So I still have my reaction,
You
and I'm
do.
no longer slowed.
You are right in that.
Oh.
Giving
Three
3 hit points back.
Thank you.
Clay, 3 hit points back, taking you down to 16. Okay, but boom, boom, boom. You need to do a strength save, please, Clay, of 13.
God's
You
sake.
fail, so you're going to take an extra d6.
Vulcan.
So that is 5 more points of damage to you, and you are now grappled by its teeth.
Why has Vulcan forsaken me?
Then we move to you, Clay.
Vulcan. Please.
You bastard!
As Clay is being thrown around very slowly, he is going to reach a hand out towards Talita probably just grabbing a hold of whatever he can, and as he does, cast Cure Wound.
Okay.
There you go. That's about what you did for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is interesting. This is. Okay, you do get a save at the end of your turn, and it is Wisdom.
Oh, thank
Hey,
goodness.
Yes.
you managed to get rid of the slow effect.
I'm feeling better. I'm still caught.
Yeah, you're still in the jaws of this creature. Then we move to Baccan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess attack is the best form of defense, so I'm going to try and once again hit KN 16H7.
Yeah.
No.
What is with the dice tonight?
I mean, you are a subscriber. Have you used any of your things up yet?
I think I used. I gave mine to Tom last
All
2
right.
weeks ago. Oh, in fact, could that 2 weeks
It's
ago?
a new
was-
month now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
a
new
new
month.
month. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. Fine. Thank you. Hat points. Artemis. Get him.
Get him. Artemis does indeed get him. Yeah, heavily damaging him now. Now you are in the grease. So at the moment, you are fine. But if you end your turn there, the creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
So
you could
could
run out
I?
the door.
Bye, everyone. If I
You,
guess I can.
as long as you move before the end of your turn, you are fine.
Okay. In fact, what I will do is I'm going to move. I'm going to pre-action drop my longbow, get out my sword, and run here.
Yep, perfect. Okay, nicely done. Artemis already has his attack, and then we move to.
Does Artemis get a save?
Yeah,
for
Artemis
slave?
does
Thank you.
have a save as well.
A slave? Well,
Slave. Baccan is the
I mean,
slave.
Baccan, well.
The slow dissipates upon this. This is not looking good. So KN16H7 is gonna strike at Artemis first
Oh.
and hit. Taking him down again, and then change his attack to you, Baccan. And what is your armor class?
14.
Yeah, I believe that 24 is 10 more.
Oh no.
Nah.
You succeed on your concentration on whatever you are concentrating on, but that was an unbelievably big hit. And then we move to Talita.
Whew. Talita, seeing that Bitey is still up, is going to take a swing at Bitey.
Yep.
That's not me, is it? Yep, that's fine.
You hit.
Whew.
And Bitey goes down, clattering into a ton of scrap metal.
And then I'm going to step forward to here.
Okay, that is a little too close for comfort. As Cuthbert says, "Get this brute! Get him away from me!" He then disengages, moves to there, opens up a secret door.
And I will hit him. Oh no, he disengaged. He's disengaged.
Disengage, yeah.
I wish I could hit him.
So that is 5, 10, 25, 30, and as he kind of moves to there. Cayxl, it is your turn.
I am going to target Bitey. With my-
Bitey's dead.
It's already down.
Oh, he's dead? Oh, I didn't realize.
Wow.
Just
Wait,
Cayxl runs around the room. Ah!
Wait. Okay. Big bad metal knight dude.
Yep.
He's still looking big bad and metal. So
Yeah.
let's give him a whack, shall we?
Okay. There is like you are next to a living burning hands at the moment.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Uh,
It's just if you're using any kind of ranged attack, it will be at disadvantage if you are doing it next. Yeah, that's exactly my point. You can do it from there. You can do it
well,
from.
you make things so much less fun.
Cayxl, you seemed to move for a second there, but
Did you
must
I
have been
can't,
my
I
imagination.
can't untarget Cuthbert because he's not there.
Ha 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 ha! Let me help you.
I know why you're laughing, because if I fire, I'm hitting you as well.
No, you're not. Believe me.
Clay ducks.
There you go. It is done
God.
for you.
Let's get out the crossbow!
Oh my ears.
I'm going to slow you again.
Sorry, Twitch.
You hit.
Yes!
Someone has hit him. Oh, that's for good
Wonderful.
damage as well.
Eat it!
Okay. And then is that you can move now, obviously, if you want to.
No,
Oh,
no, I'm in my lesson.
Okay. Oh, it recharges its thing. Very nice. But it is going to do what it has said, and it is going to move and follow. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20.
I hit it.
Yeah, you can target it and hit it.
Will endeavour to hit it.
Because it does fire damage back. No, you
I
miss.
missed.
Doesn't do fire damage back. But it seems to follow him. And then we move to Clay.
Clay is going to step over here, pick up his hammer, and run over here and swing it.
Mhm.
Let's see if he can do better this time.
Looks good.
Yeah, that looks better.
That is definitely a hit. And you
Yay.
take KN 16H7 out of the equation. Very nice.
Two more movement spaces, I think, or one.
I think I will stay here, considering how I'm not particularly healthy.
We move to Baccan.
I will crouch down and put a hand on the side of Artemis, and I'm going to do healing hands and essentially give him 3 hit points back. So
Perfect.
am I targeting him? No, I'm currently Baccan. Now I am targeting Artemis. Healing hands. Boop. With Artemis up, I'm just going to get him to move here and take the dodge.
Yeah.
I'm going to start moving towards the door.
Okay. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Artemis does his thing. The door, just so you know, is here. You will be able to see through it if you get there, because it's actually open.
Yeah, I've basically just got my back to it and I have
Yeah.
my sword drawn ready to sprint in a minute.
And then we move to Talita.
So Talita charges after after the guy. So
Of course you do. And
one,
as you do there, hopefully you
2.
can see everything. You can see
Yeah.
that.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Not the face! Not the face!
Get him in the face!
And it's right in the face.
Oh dear. Oh, wait there, because he is going to shield.
Boo.
Bounces off his face.
His armor class is a base 13 plus mage armor. Yeah, that's going to easily sort of make an 18 miss as he calls up this magical shield to reinforce this arcane technological armor above him. Using his reaction. Is that your go?
Yes, that is my go.
Cuthbert is going to move here and here, and then uses actually kind of his panicking, getting keys out and trying to get them into this door, and uses his turn to open this door here, unlocking it. Then we move to Cayxl.
Well, all the fun just left me behind.
You found the fun.
Hi! Well, I
Uh,
can attack the living spell, I guess. I mean, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. With lightning! In the face! Wait, is this hand of face?
In the hand
palm!
face.
yeah, its hands target the living spell. You hit.
Nice!
And you do some damage to it.
Do an extra d6, please.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, roll that 6. Oh, it's a 1.
Damn it!
7 points of damage. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. That is your go and move to this here. It doesn't have any choice. It can't actually use its spell mimicry at the moment due to the fact it would get Cuthbert. So it is just going to try and strike at you instead. And a 16 is a miss. We stopped doing flanking now because of the critical hit rules and all of that changing, so it doesn't
Cool.
get advantage upon you. And then we move to Clay.
Well, Clay's feeling a bit sad that he's being left behind, so he's going to try and chase after on his little legs.
Little
Bless
leg.
him.
I can get to there.
Mhm.
I can help out. Let's see how badly this goes as I swing my weapon at him.
24.
Yes.
That is very good. He's got his shield up, so it's not a crit. Oh no, this is against the living.
I did so forget to target there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. If you target him now,
Yep.
I'm just double checking, but yeah, his armor class is 15.
Oh,
So you are unfortunately 1 off. But it's still a good hit. Well, it would have been a good hit if you rolled more than a 1. It's 5 points of
these
damage.
1 dice.
You do notice, though, as you kind of, and you're used to the flame of the forge, that you are extinguishing this flame. It is now heavily damaged, even with that small attack.
Well, thanks.
That's okay. Every little helps. And then we move to Baccan.
Yeah, sorry, the Baccan token still Okay, no, I'm here. I'll shut up, and I will move down here, if I can. So where was I? So 5, 10,
Yeah, no worries.
15. I will bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to the Living Burning Hands. 20, 25, and try and hit this thing.
Yeah. Oh, it comes back to you now. It comes back to you.
Wonderful.
All those misses pays off with a critical hit.
That's just the drama, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's going to look at all of those.
How
Wow.
many additional 1d6 were you putting on there?
That feels a lot. I think
I think you'd already got 1d6 concentration on you previously, because I don't think it got used up.
Right.
So
So
I think
I can
Just
literally
two dice less from that.
You don't need to roll it again. It was heavily damaged. It only had, I believe, 6 hit points left.
Oh, okay.
So you would have killed it anyway. So yeah.
Cool.
So I'm more than happy to call that upon that.
Cool.
I mean, it does. You're not using a magical weapon, but yeah, it did.
It did partially resist, but it was still more than
Yeah,
it was still took
yeah.
9 more. So
It's absolutely fine. I'm going to say, Baccan, you just. But how do you do it? You tell me how you did it. How did you extinguish this living, burning hands?
I think especially after how he's got on so far in combat, like he will sprint up, point at it, swing at it, thinking pretty much nothing's going to happen, and then be shocked at himself when he just sort of cleaves this thing in two, and then have a look at the sword and be like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that," and just with a
Cla-
big dumbass smile to Clay.
Clay just turns to look at you, just shocked that just happened after he just smacked it hard with a hammer. And almost nothing seemed to happen.
My little boy's growing up.
And then that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can't. Yes, yeah, that's me.
Then we move to Artemis. Is Artemis doing anything?
I bonus action did something,
Yeah,
so we can't
no
do
worries.
anything.
So we move to Herbert East, and Herbert East actually just needs to roll a dexterity check for. Just take the first one, which is look at that.
Are you sure you don't want the second one?
They're both, yeah. I'll take the second one. You're right.
Take 'em both.
If you let me have the second one, I'll
Well,
take that.
I'm feeling generous.
Which is bizarrely just his initiative, and then because of that initiative, he's at the top of the round. So technically speaking, he's going again, and he is going to sort of move and sort of move behind here and prepare a action, basically. Then we move to Talita.
Okay, so Talita is going to move to here,
Yeah.
and he's going to try and grapple Cuthbert.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. So give us a strength athletics.
Oh,
We have the opportunity. He's going to do.
Have you got a hap at all?
You can have my hat.
no, it's okay. I don't think it's that. Well, actually, no, I
Okay,
do
then.
have a hat.
All right, then no.
Yeah.
Save it for when you're dying.
How
But
ungrateful you are.
I.
I don't need it for when I'm dying. I have a husband in chat who will help me out then.
He's going to bring all of the dollars.
Thanks, Ives.
Okay, I will use my hat. I will use my hap point for the month.
See, all I'm hearing now is that I need to constantly be killing Cayxl so that Eves just throws money at me.
Yeah.
You just threw my hat back in my face.
I gently placed it back in your hands.
I remember this.
Okay,
What else
so
are we doing together, dude?
your heroic action point, your hap, can be re-rolled to see if you can get better than a 4.
Ooh,
That's probably better.
Okay, that is truly heroic. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try. He has +3 to his dexterity. And that's a 16. He gives a fair wiggle, but again, narrative agency. How do you stop him squirming out of your hands?
So he does squirm out of my grip the first time, and then I just clamp a hand on the top of his head.
Yeah.
And just like he just like squeeze.
Night.
And then I'm gonna move with him.
Okay, so you're pulling a medium-sized creature, so your movement is halved.
Okay, so I move him 1 space up.
Yeah. So if you just move where you're going, but each square is now like 10 foot, basically.
Yeah, so I've got 20 left, so
Yeah.
I'm moving to here,
Yeah.
and with him in front of me here.
Oh, all right. So you're gonna wiggle him around there. I'm more than happy with that. Okay, so you just put him in.
Hello.
His bladder gives in at this point.
Yeah.
He's very nicely dressed. But yeah, this is these intelligentsia think they're super smart, and they are super smart, but they're not combatants overly, and he's having a bad time at the moment.
I will say,
Don't kill him.
Him!
You heard him. Don't kill me.
Where's East?
It is the sort of it comes after north, between north and south.
He's being a
I'm
smart
gonna
ass.
kill him.
Someone slap him. Talita, slap him.
But it is his go, and he might have a trick up his hand, and the trick up his hand is to.
That he doesn't have a hand.
Yeah, he's just going to have to do this. His Uber move, which is sob and pee himself.
Bonus action cry.
Yeah.
I was half expecting you to say that he just pulled out some crazy weapon that just shot Cayxl and took him into.
Yes.
he throws a cockatrice at Cayxl.
Yeah.
Cayxl.
Catch.
I
Okay.
feel a little bit targeted here.
Well, you've just said that if you are dying, Eves will support you by donating. But no, it is your turn. It is your turn. He doesn't do anything. He's in a bad state. He is crying.
I am going to move here, slap him around the face.
Okay.
Slap him.
No roll needed. Are you
Well, no,
trying?
I've got -1 strength. It won't do any damage.
Okay, so yeah. Not the face.
What, this face?
Ow! Ow! Yes, that one.
I squeeze his cheeks together.
Oh, my mother said I had lovely cheeks. Clay.
Clay is going to shake his head, looking at this guy, and take a moment to just take a few hit points off him, add a few hit points even to himself with some cure wounds, because he's feeling a little bit tender at the moment.
Yeah.
God's sake.
No.
Vulcan, why are you letting me down? Why?
It's because you are so thirsty. You are drying out.
Yeah, he is.
There's this nice pool of water running past as well. I'll just have a little sip. That'll help me.
Then we move to Baccan.
Okay, I'm here. I'm gonna go. Don't worry, little man, I got you. And I'm also going to cure wounds on Clay. He's not looking fabulous.
That is very nice.
Just show me up, why don't you?
And then I'm going to, if you like, I'm just going to excuse me, sorry. And then I'm going to. He's unlocked the door, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not
The
opened
doors. The door is the door closed, or can you?
I think it's closed, but I'm not. What I'm going to do before I go.
No, the door's
charging
open.
in-
You should be
Oh,
able
is
to.
it?
You should be
Oh,
able
is
to
it?
see.
Okay.
You should be able to see, can't you?
Okay.
Can I hover over it and click it to open?
No, it is open. I can see. If I click on your character, I can see that your viewpoint. You should be able to see Herbertiste down here.
Oh, I cannot. Let me. I think they said the Baccan token's being a bit strange. But no, I can't. I can't see him. What I was going to do was pretend to be like knock on the door and pretend to be Cuthbert. But if he is visible here, then I will just point at him.
Okay. Yeah. What do you want to say? Anything?
To the rest, I'll call in the rest of the guys. Bring Cuthbert in here. I think we got him.
Excellent stuff.
Come on, you fancy cheek.
Yeah. She used to love my dimples.
Glad someone did.
Do you have any more tricks?
Not particularly here at the moment. No.
I begin like patting his pockets and stuff.
Yeah.
Be careful where you put your hands there.
It's kind of strange. You feel round his back, underneath his jacket, that there is something almost like a deflated, very thin backpack that is underneath his suit.
What's this?
I mean, it's just a contraption. It's not dangerous. I
What
mean,
is it?
well, I mean, it'll just take too long to explain to someone as stupid
What
as
does
you.
it do?
Well, I mean, it's like if I was to fall from a great height, it would protect me.
Sounds useful.
Oh, yeah, take it off.
But I mean, I'm going to get my suit jacket dirty.
I'll hold it for you.
Yeah, take that off and all.
It takes his
I'll have that.
it takes his lovely jacket off.
Here. Talita, give that to me. I'll hold it.
All right.
Do you want
I
that?
dropped it on the floor.
No, I was going to have that.
You can still have it.
I think you missed a bit there. He's still got a bit of dirt on the sleeve. Try rubbing it in a bit. I'll get rid of it.
Oh, what kind of monsters are you? You're just
Your
uncivilized.
worst nightmare. Ha ha.
Hey, you tried to kill us first.
No, it was her.
I
I mean,
you said kill.
yeah, because did you not see? I think it's her anyway, but whatever. She was going to shoot me.
Well, she didn't.
First of all, she or they is perfectly fine. Second, I just wanted to show you my crossbow.
It is
Nonsense.
a very
I
nice
made it
cross.
myself.
Anyway, what's this backpack thing?
It is in the party sheet now, for I have prepared it.
It is ours now.
I would
Balloon pack.
I would definitely chuck it to Cayxl.
Okay.
Sweet. This is a complete waste of time down here.
I mean, Cayxl, as you kind of look into this room, I think hopefully you can see into the room anyway.
I can't. Hang on.
I mean, is that closed? Is that open now? Can you see into the
Oh,
room?
I can
Yeah,
officially
there's nothing
see
in
it.
there.
I think
though.
if somebody stood there from
Yeah,
the
I know.
rest of us, yeah.
So Herbert East, can you not see Herbert East?
Yeah, I can see him.
I can see him now. I just moved down a bit. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. You need to actually, but
You to actually play the game.
yeah. Just like I can't say anything. Have you got your eyes closed? Yes.
Oh, Becca, stop being a dickhead. You're ruining it for everyone. Thank God.
It sounds
I know
like.
you.
So you don't even need to give me a roll for this. This room is equipped as a magnificent sort of workshop and laboratory. There is a large amount of alchemical sort of gear here, some of it worth a small fortune. We're talking about 1,500 gold, if not more. It's state of the art equipment. I am, because you kind of are out of initiative at the moment, going to stick all of that into party chat as well.
Oh, what?
Can you also put a sewer-soaked fancy jacket in the party chat as well, please? I'm about to don that.
Okay, it would be a pleasure. I like homebrew items.
And once, as best as I can tell, that Cuthbert doesn't have anything, other vials or anything that he can throw, no powders, pouches, or anything. I'll bring him into the room with East.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a sewer-soaked fancy jacket in chat as well.
Thank you. I will put that on and don it around and say, how do my dimples compare to his?
Oh, very nice. Very
Thank you.
suits you.
That's not
sir,
more
suits you.
natural.
Yours are nicer.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought so.
So obviously here and here is the Nottles as well. Okay, so you are in this room. It is most definitely a state-of-art alchemy setup. You can see that there is the good doctor Herbert East, and there is the member of the Intelligentsium Cuthbert Sixsmith. You are currently out of initiatives now.
The place is rocking and wasted on you. No offense.
I take Cuthbert's keys.
Yeah.
I go and I take a little while figuring out which one locks the door, and then I'll
Yeah.
lock the door.
Perfect. Oops. Both did that together. Did it twice. I'll let you close the door.
Unlocked
Okay.
then. You locked it and then unlocked it.
Yeah. So you are safely. This is a secure room as well. You get the impression that Herbert East was kind of locked in this room in prison, so he didn't have the freedom of the rest of the place and put to work. This is just your general insight. You can see all of the stuff that is currently sort of visible and understandable by you. There's alchemical powders, a book of alchemy. There is this alchemical gear, which I say is worth a fortune.
Dib,
Um,
Maxi.
it's not something that you could easily transport, but it's still
I'll figure it out.
yeah, it's still takeable. I'm not denying that. So it is up to you to ask. Cuthbert is look. There's obviously been an understanding here. I'm a member of a very powerful organisation. If something was to happen to me, there would be repercussions. Now, that's not a threat. It's just a statement of fact. Now, misunderstandings happen, and I'm sure we can resolve this like civil people. Oh, that jacket cost me a fortune.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Looks all right.
Yeah, yes.
Tell him you like his dimples.
Yeah, you got.
I'm just joking.
All right.
Unless
Okay.
if you want to, of course.
I mean, if you wanted to do so of your own volition, that would be incredibly polite.
He's not quite my type.
What?
Well, I think you're lost there, isn't it? Now, we don't want any trouble here either. You attacked us.
Wait, you're being serious?
No, I did not attack you. It was that one there.
Look.
They
I
was gonna
just
shoot
told you
me.
My crossbow. I have witnesses to prove that I didn't shoot first.
That's correct.
Well, I tell you what, the boss of this place, the boss of Cheapside Sloggers, is not going to be happy. No doubt he's mounting
Fences
some.
down here.
What? Treachery? We paid him a fortune. I at least want my money back.
Look, we only wanted to talk. We were both under the hospitality of the dude. You struck, so that was fair play for us.
Right. Well.
Anyway, we're not really here to talk to you, so be
Yeah,
quiet.
So give us your trousers and go.
Yeah, he just basically backs off into a corner.
East, we're here to talk to you.
All right. Pushed around from pillar to post. People don't realize my genius. Who do you represent, and are you going to further my studies? I'm so close now.
Have you heard of the Red Berry Blight?
Yes. A tragic thing, an accident. Sometimes
Your accident.
Oh, it is. This is how you progress with science. You all know about omelets and eggs, and well, sometimes things need to be broken so that you can get something wonderful from it.
Clay pulls out his warhammer up and raises it up a little bit. Yeah, I've often had to break a few things to make sure they work as I want them to.
Oh,
Are
here
you
we
going
go.
to work with us, or are you going to cause us problems?
As long as you allow me to do my research, I'm so close. We can.
East, your
Yeah.
research hurts people. It has the
No.
power to do great evil.
It has the power to do great good.
What good can this research do?
We can transform people injured dying, weak, into their full potential, what they could have been but never achieved. We can make super people beyond imagination.
Sound like you're making a movie trailer.
Maybe. I mean, it is, and he kind of looks across. I did not wish to work for them. They brought me here against my will. I was doing my own private research. The hatters and the upholsterers do not appreciate my genius. I see that you do, though. Yes, maybe together we can get these things out of here, and we can work together. I do not care about the wealth or the glory. It is just for uncovering this thing that they said was impossible.
Have you actually tried this thing? Have you tested it on anybody yet?
Oh,
Or
yes.
is it all just make believe?
Yes.
Oh, really?
There was an unfortunate specimen that didn't quite work out. It has been, well, I'm not quite sure what happened. And he kind of looks cautiously at Cuthbert. Well, they took it away.
Unfortunate.
It seems to, the best it could be was, its potential was anger and fury, and it seemed to inflame that. So, yes, it brought out its best potential. Unfortunately, its best potential was kind of a homicidal maniac.
East.
Yes.
Could anything turn you away from this path? It is not a good path. You're going to hurt people. You have hurt people. Please.
Wow, this is a difficult decision. You are pleading with him. I mean, cinematically, it would be a persuasion roll. If that's what you're trying to do.
I
Puppy dog eyes.
So I am trying to turn him away, to help him realize the harm that he's doing.
Yeah.
I am going to use my channel divinity.
Perfect.
We've had a short rest since.
Yeah.
And so I get +5.
Nice.
Ooh.
This is such a good character. I really like it. Channel divinity to persuade people to turn to the light, to do the right thing.
Nice.
Well, I think that is the perfect way to end the show tonight. That's a critical success on a persuasion roll. So he kind of listens to the weight of your words, and somehow through his crazy desire to do this, you manage to clear his mind and give him clarity of mind for the moment. And he again breaks down. I'm so sorry. You are right. We should destroy my research. And that is where we will leave it to next session. Well done. You've done quite a lot, really. You've you've made an accord with the big boss of the Cheapside Sloggers. You managed to talk your way through. You have rescued Emily Nottle. You have defeated Cuthbert. made probably enemies of the Intelligentsia, found an entire workshop that is just going to be magnificent to use, which is obviously the Intelligentium's equipment. So it's free game. The big boss is probably not going to worry about you taking it. You have contracted yourself out to the big boss, though. So I think, on balance, that is worthy of a level up. Well done,
Woo!
everybody.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I think that is well deserved. And yeah, thank you very much for a very enjoyable session. Hope you
great.
enjoyed it. Thank you very much to everybody in chat as well for sticking with us. Really appreciate that. Stay tuned if you can. We will be back on in 30 minutes with Untold Chronicles The Smoke. So even more streaming going on tonight. But thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Thank you for being awesome. I'll catch you all very, very soon.